Let me get a video quick. I do need to get a video of this bar real quick while my song is playing. Yo!
Woo!
First time hearing Tuk Tuk live in the bar.
Love it.
Crazy.
Hey, he's blowing up. Get ready for Tuk Tuk Talks, baby. We'll see you guys soon.
See you soon.
Hop up in the city in a tuk-tuk ไม่มีพุดดังเลยความสุข Hop up in the city in a tuk-tuk ไม่มีพุดดังเลยความสุข
All right, what's up, guys? It's Alex from the Tiger, and this is Tuk Tuk Talks, our very first episode, and I'm joined by the very blowing up Dinny Skip.
สวัสดีครับทุกคน
How you doing, Denny? You
I
guys
feel good.
You're good, bro? Like,
I feel
sorry.
good.
Cut him off right there. But yeah, Denny's been blowing up with his big song Tuk Tuk, making waves here in Bangkok and
Yes,
around
sir.
Thailand, coming all the way from New Orleans.
That's correct.
Correct.
Born
All
and
right.
raised, baby.
All right, cool. So yeah, on this little ride, we're taking a trip off to see him do his very first show here.
Very first live show in Bangkok. I am so excited.
It's gonna be fun, man. Yeah, obviously it's gonna air after the show happens, so it's not really good promo, but
All good.
we will see what it looks like, and you'll get a taste of him because he's coming back. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So first thing that I want to ask you about today is, well, I'm going to be asking everybody about this. This is the inaugural edition. We're going to be doing this often with many people from all over the world influential here in Thailand.
And I'm the first.
You are the first.
I am honored.
And
Oh
we
my
were
gosh.
obviously inspired by your song.
Wow.
Of course. Like, yeah.
Incredible.
It's a fantastic song.
Thank
How
you.
did you get connected with Thailand? That's the big question.
The first time I came here was in 2023 on vacation with my friends.
Yeah.
And it was the very stereotypical white boy does Thailand. Phuket, PP Islands, full moon party, the full Palang package.
Yeah.
And it was great. I'm glad I got it out of my system. I'll probably never do that again. But Thailand fundamentally changed me as a person. It was my first time out of the country ever.
Really?
So just the whole culture shock of like, wow, there's a world outside of America. And America's perspective of other countries is completely wrong.
Yeah.
But anywho, I fell in love with the country and I was like, I need to go back. So the following year, this past December, I went by myself to meet people, connect, you know, see my future, maybe move here, see if I could move here. And I was like, well, while I'm here, why don't I do a music video?
Yeah.
A music video in a different country? No way. And I was like, F it.
How was that process? Was it very like guerrilla style? Like, did you get in any trouble or anything?
Was half and half.
Yeah.
I will say planning a video in a different country is not easy.
Yeah.
And for those who are unaware, I direct, I edit, I color, I produce all my videos by myself. So I don't have a team like scouting or conceptualizing anything for me. And how do you location scout in a different country?
Yeah.
You can use Google Earth.
Google Maps.
Yeah, to a certain degree, and that's what I did. But when I came here on vacation, I was like, okay, location scout, this looks cool. I'm not enjoying my vacation, I'm working. And, but the shoot itself was very well executed. We had a great team of people. We had a box truck of gear. We decided on Yawarat, which is Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
Staple Bangkok look.
Yeah, that's where
Lisa
did her thing, right?
closed
Yeah,
down
yeah,
the whole street, which
Right.
is crazy.
yeah.
So we were like, I want to fully immerse people into Bangkok. Where can I shoot this video? And we decided on Yawarat. And it was stressful. It was a 14-hour day. It was, we had no issues with police or anything, but it was very run and gun. We planned as much as we could, and then we were exposed to the elements, but we made work with what we had. And
No, that's great, man.
Here I
Like
am.
you had, like I mean, and it struck a nerve. Like it came across my feed. People were sending it to me. It blew up. Were you expecting it to have that kind of effect? Like
no, and what's funny is it blew up like 2 weeks after it was already out. So all my other videos, I've been doing Dinny Skip for about 6 years now.
Jeez.
I have 10, 11 music videos out, maybe 20 songs, and they all range from 3,000 videos to 20 views, 3,000 views to 20,000 views on YouTube. So when I posted Tuk Tuk, first 2 weeks, I was like, great, just another one of my really expensive videos that I blood, sweat, and tears into. I got 2,000 views, yay!
Damn.
And then I was at work, in Atlanta, and I was like, you know what? I do have this the last ammunition, the Ladyboy clip.
Oh yeah.
I was nervous to post it because I don't want to offend people or be known as Ladyboy guy, but I was like, f it. Excuse my language. So I posted the Ladyboy clip. Normal day. First day of posting, or when I went to sleep, I was like, okay, great, a few hundred likes, couple 20, 40 shares. Woke up the next morning, 700 shares. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, 40,000 shares.
Whoa.
Fast forward 2 days later, we have 6 million views and like 500,000 shares on Instagram.
Nice, dude.
And it just, it was, I can't even put it into words.
Dude. You had a moment, right? And it finally took off. And I gotta tell you, it is well deserved because I have listened to your backlog actually. Like Tuk Tuk's a great song, man. Don't get me wrong. But I love some of the other bangers, man. Like Carolina Reaper, fantastic. Dust Till Dawn, fantastic. Absolutely love it. I can see some of the influences on your work, and that's what I want to ask about you next. Who inspired you? Like, what influences do you take when you go into the recording studio and bring out your music? Yeah, I will never forget the day my dad played me Grand Funk Railroad's Inside Looking Out. I was about 7 or 8 years old. And if you've never heard the song, go listen to it. Grand Funk Railroad, Inside Looking Out. And there's this, it's a 70s rock song. Nice. There's a juicy, fat bass line on there that I've never heard in my whole 7 years of existence. And I was like, Dad, what is that? And how can I do it? He's like, well, son, that's a bass guitar. If you do a couple chores for a few months, maybe we'll get you one. Oh. And I was like, what? So I worked and I did chores, cleaned around the house, cleaned up some leaves. A couple months later, I had my first bass guitar. Nice. Which led me into jazz camp. I started playing upright bass in jazz camp. I was a jazz camp kid. Nerd. And that morphed into, okay, fast forward 10 years, how am I going to get laid playing upright bass in a jazz trio? I would imagine easily, no? No. Oh, okay. The girls don't want the bass player, right? I'm this little nerdy jazz boy, so I was like, I need to learn how to sing, rap, produce, do all the things. So I started making beats on the computer. Every song you've heard so far is 100% me. Every video is 100% me, direction-wise at least. Nice. And as far as influences, Primus, Mr. Bungle, Nina Hagen, Grand Funk Railroad, and Leaders of the New School will be my top 5. Wow. Those are some deep cuts right there, man. Oh man, my favorite. I don't really listen to too much rap. Believe it or not. Really? But I was like, rap is popular, so what am I going to do? Make weird Primus rock music in 2024? Yeah, I was going to say, that was one of the only references I got, and I was like, honestly, I don't hear, and I don't take offense to this, but I'm listening to a song like Dust Till Dawn. I hear a little LMFAO in there, honestly. I hear a little bit of like, it's really like, club pleasing, party popping songs, man. Like, I needed one of those because I didn't have one, and kind of, to further answer your question, my mindset into the studio is like, okay, I don't have a 4-on-the-floor dance track. Let's make one. And so I go source inspiration from my deep recesses of musical inspiration, influences, and I put together a dance track. I don't really listen to that style of music too much, but it's kind of like, the further back you go in my catalog, random genres will pull out. You'll have a disco song and kind of like metal song and blah, 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 blah. So it's just kind of, what am I feeling that day? Yeah. And when I came to Thailand, I needed a bumpin' rap song. Hey, and it worked, man. You struck a nerve, and I gotta say, man, these are bops, dude. Like I listen to them in my tuk-tuks all the time. I absolutely love them. This is actually sincere. That's why I was very interested to get you on here for the first show. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's my pleasure. But another interesting aspect about you is your look. So I'll tell you a couple of the looks that I've gotten, like people that you look like so far, and tell me how much you agree with it, okay? First one up, we were just at the bar earlier, and somebody said, you look like a young Bob Dylan. All the time. Yeah, you get that one? All the time. You get it a lot? Oh, yeah. Do you agree with it? So here's my take on it. Having an afro just about my entire life. Any white man with curly hair, I get referenced to. Howard Stern,
Bob Ross, Bob Dylan, Pauly Shore, Weird Al
Pauly.
Yankovic. Any white man with an afro,
Fair
and people are
enough.
like, oh, you look like this guy.
Little Sandberg, maybe.
The face, like, I don't look anything like Weird Al Yankovic.
That's true.
And yet people see curly hair and they're like, okay, you look like this guy.
Yeah, I imagine if you grow it out a little bit and get the long curls going on, you might
Sure.
get more of that. But
But it's the hair, but face-wise, I could see a little bit young Bob Dylan. Yeah, I could see it.
Fair play.
For sure.
Next one is next lookalike is from The Simpsons. Disco
Disco
Stew.
Hey.
Yes, that
I can't unsee it now, dude.
I can't either, and people would not believe me. I didn't know about Disco Stew until I put out my disco song called Get Stupid last year. And I did this whole like bedazzled mirror disco look, and everyone in the comments, Disco Stew, Disco Stew. Like, who the f- is Disco Stew? I looked it up and I was like, that is me. And it's so funny because like The Simpsons predict the future. It's like a running joke.
Absolutely.
And it's like
Simpsons
The
did
Simpsons
it, bro.
predicted Dinny Skip, and I'm just like, this is crazy.
That's honestly for me that you'll always be Disco Denny in my book.
I'm honored. I can't be mad at Disco Stew.
That's a fantastic association.
Absolutely.
Unlike another association I've heard lately when I've been saying, "Hey, I'm interviewing Denny," and people are like, "Denny?"
Oh my, yeah. I see that. Or Danny.
That is a little too close, maybe for some, but yeah, it is different. It's
Interviewing
Denny,
Diddy.
not Diddy.
Yeah, and it's Skinny Dip, not Skinny Dip. It's Dinny Skip.
Denny Skip.
Yeah.
Is that the name?
That is the little slippy slop.
Bro,
Yeah.
And you sound like you would have been one of the victims at a Diddy party, not a perpetrator.
Oh man.
Fantastic. Well, anyways, we are in Thailand, man. So the next section I want to talk about is Thailand tickles.
Thailand tickles.
What tickles you about Thailand?
Number one, Khon Thai. The people of Thailand are by far the most welcoming, friendly people I've ever come into contact with.
Yeah.
And it's Thai culture I have nothing but respect for. I'm learning the language. ผมกำลังเรียนภาษาไทยนะครับ So that's number one, Thai people.
Respect.
Number two, Thai food.
Thai food is
Maybe.
good. Yeah. Might tickle you in the wrong way if you get too spicy, but yeah.
Yeah, my pet.
Can you handle the spice or not?
My.
Baby. Come on, dude. Yeah,
And it's so funny because I'm like Italian boy from New Orleans.
right, dude. Yeah, you
Cannot
should be
do spicy
conditioned for
food.
this.
I cannot do spicy food.
We got to change that, man. I cannot accept that. I'm gonna get
I'm
you
getting there. My
chili
girlfriend
and stuff like
is like, we're working you up.
It's an acquired thing.
It's
for
an
sure.
acquired
It
thing.
takes time.
So slowly and surely.
Fair enough.
But what tickles me the most about Thailand is Thai people, and it's just the culture shock. It's like, this is a foreign universe being in this little New Orleans bubble.
Yeah.
And it's exhilarating.
Yeah.
I feel alive here. I feel like there's potential, and it's great. It's great.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what tickles me about Thailand, man.
Tell me.
One of my favorite things about this place is that everybody's always in each other's fucking ways, okay? Like, nobody knows where they are, where they're going, and moving slowly. Unlike, well, yeah, I mean, I guess we're moving now in this tuk tuk, but it's one of the charms, I think, as well, right? Like, people, like, my cameraman, Jason, who is like, you can't see him, but he's just off screen right here. You can see him in the GoPro. Yeah, that's Jason. We're uncomfortable. Anyways, he is like, this motherfucker, he runs from point A to point B, right? Like, he is a power walker. And Thai people are just not on that speed at all, dude. So he's just like walking around frustrated the whole time. And yeah, that's just the way it is here.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, going on shoots with this guy and seeing him get frustrated behind people, that's what tickles me. So thank you, Jason, for bringing that out. And yeah, for me, I like the pace of life here. I think it's nice. But yeah, it could be worse. New York, they'd be yelling profanities at you. In Thailand, it's all.
That's the thing. The
sabai.
traffic here is f***ing insane.
It is.
But you will not hear a honk
Never.
for 4 days. You'll get one honk per 4 days, which is just, it shows you how sabai,
Yeah.
Khon Thai.
It's a patient society, man. It's a patient society and friendly, welcoming, all of the above, and international. I think that's something people don't realize either is that, look, I lived in China, right? I've lived in big Asian cities. Nothing's as international as Bangkok.
No.
The whole world is represented because the whole world wants to be here. So I'm glad that you've seen the beauty in it, and hopefully we'll see more of you out here too.
Absolutely.
Now, we gotta get to the big question of the day, though.
Hit me, baby.
If I bang a ladyboy, am I still straight? Now, I'll give some context to this. This is from your song.
Yeah.
This blew up. That particular question was discussed on Logan Paul's podcast, right?
Yes, it was.
It was pontificated upon to no end and kind of talked in circles. I don't think they really came to a conclusion.
No.
But I do want your take on it. First of all, what inspired you to write the line? And then I want to know your answer. Yeah.
The inspiration, I don't know where it came from. The ladyboy thing is hot on the internet right now.
Yeah.
It is a big trend. And I was like, I'm going to Thailand. I need to have some ladyboy reference.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge supporter of the trans community.
Sure.
And I was worried how it would be received, but the trans community and the Thai community have been the most supportive. I actually have a remix with a huge trans porn star on Tuk Tuk, which will be coming out soon.
Oh.
But to answer the question, we're gonna get deep and philosophical here. My opinion on the matter is straight and gay is not, sexuality is not black and white.
It's
100% straight.
Spectrum, baby.
There is a lot of gray
yeah.
area in between.
Yeah.
And I don't want to speak for gay men, but gay men see a ladyboy and they think, slay queen, you look so sexy, get it, girlfriend.
Yes.
But they are not necessarily attracted to them sexually.
Yes.
So, but people, well, she's a dude, she has a penis. No. Yeah, but they're female presented.
Yeah.
You're attracted to femininity.
Oh.
And so I do not think so at all. I think you could be 30% straight, you could be 60% straight.
Dude.
But to say if you had sex with a ladyboy, you're gay is just, to me, just ignorance.
I 100% agree with this take. By the way, maybe we should start a new segment at the end called Tuk Tuk Takes. Rip off Subway takes.
Hey, I like that.
I like that. But
Tuk
yeah,
Tuk Takes.
Tuk Tuk Takes, absolutely my thing. 100% agree with you. Like, they're female presenting. The whole reason is, like, they're out there presenting themselves as women, beautiful women, attracting people that are attracted to that. And then if you are, all right, yeah.
Who gives a shit?
It worked. Good job. And another thing that I like to note too is the use of the word ladyboy, right? Which is very controversial back where we come from in the States.
Oh, yeah.
Super not controversial here.
No.
In Thailand, this is like, that's the terminology, right? It's
Right.
a self-referencing thing. There's no shame about it here, right?
No.
It's just been a baked in part of the culture for such a long time. That,
Yeah.
like, you know, it's just cool.
It's interesting to
So,
see how politicized sexuality is in America, where me saying ladyboy in my song, I was also worried that trans people in America would think I'm being, if they don't know what a ladyboy is in Thailand, they think it's an insulting word.
Yeah.
But again, nothing but love and support from the trans community, which I really appreciate. It's all the fucking ninny white people back in America. Like, you're gay, homophobic, racist, all the things.
Yeah,
if you go into the comment section on the viral clip, it is a war. There was a whole-on like race war in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Where I was like, obviously these people are no fun at parties. To
Yeah.
take a little joke in a song and just start like, people were saying my whole lineage should burn in the oven because they think I'm Jewish. And I was
I mean,
just,
I see it, but yeah.
sure, I get it. But they are just like, fucking industry Jew plant. And I'm like, there are some nasty people out there.
Jesus Christ.
I know. So, but
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't know. Behind the keyboard, we're all warriors, right?
Oh my.
Say it to my face.
God. Yeah, I know.
Never would happen. Like,
I've never had any hate in face-to-face in public.
Yeah, it's
but on the
insane.
internet, my God,
Yeah.
it's rough.
Don't worry.
Go.
The other thing that I hate too, though, like something that I think though is that on the left, right? So I'm a left-leaning guy. Are you? Can I ask? Like, yeah.
I won't answer on camera.
Won't answer on camera. It's fine. I
Dinny
am.
Skip is everything.
Dinny Skip is for the people.
The brand is for the
but yeah,
people.
look, I'm a left-leaning guy, but I'm in stand-up comedy, right? I do comedy shows all the time.
Sure.
And we say offensive shit all the time, right? Last night, I'll give you an example. One of our guys said, he went on stage, said some kind of racist joke. He's a black guy. It was a self-deprecating humor, but then there were people in the back that stumbled on the show. They did not know that there was a show there. They just stumbled on it. And they got offended and left at a self-deprecating racist joke. and they were a multiracial couple. I won't say the races from America that just got their panties in a bunch over a joke at its own expense. And I was like, this is the problem with us, is that we start like eating ourselves, right?
Yeah.
This isn't helpful. Tearing each other down, like in a comedy show, people are just up there trying to make you laugh, right? We're trying to entertain you. That's our goal. So understanding the intention behind the statements is very important, I think.
Sure.
And then, but then also, of course, being sensitive about the people you might potentially offend. Another thing, though, is like being offended on behalf of other groups is like
It's crazy.
it's a creeping problem.
It is a freaking problem, and it's always, it is majority white people. I have to say,
White knights, baby.
they would get insulted for Thai people, because I did get a lot of like, oh, he's culturally appropriating Thailand.
Yeah.
It's like, I have nothing but love and respect for the culture. Why do you think that I'm being disrespectful if
dude.
I'm learning the language? And
Right.
so it's,
I don't buy any of that cultural appropriation
I don't either.
stuff, man.
And
Like,
it's funny, there was a video on TikTok, I'm sure you've seen it. It was a white dude who was wearing a very Mexican outfit with a sombrero and like the traditional Mexican, whatever it's called. Forgive my ignorance.
Racist.
And he went up to white people and he's like, is my outfit racist? And everyone was like, yes, 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 this is racist. And then he went into a very Latino community and they're like, what do you think of my outfit? And all of the Mexicans were like, we love it, this is so cool, this is awesome, not offensive, we love that you like our culture.
Oh, straight up. That's an anecdote as old as time, dude. You see
Gosh.
white girls coming out to Japan, dressing up in kimonos and stuff. Here in Thailand, happens all the time. It's totally just like, engage with our culture. Like that's
be it, show
that's
you.
thank you for recognizing us, thank you for appreciating it, thank you for wanting to indulge in it, right?
Sure.
Like, we don't think anything about them watching Marvel movies and saying, oh, they're just into the white appropriation. It's like, we're literally trying to sell them that shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely insane to me that even became a concept. And again, this is the shit that turns people away from trying to be multicultural, right? It's like, oh, well, God forbid I wore a kimono and now I'm a racist or whatever. It's like, that's why people vote for Trump in my book, I think, at the end of the day. Sorry to get too political, but yeah.
No worries,
It's
mate.
it's a weird thing, right? And that's where we see that pushback in the States. And it's just not a real thing here in Thailand.
No.
Right? People here, it's a thing too, because in Thailand, people don't really assimilate. That's another issue here, is that a lot of people, you're good, you learn Thai.
Sure,
I'm a bad
right.
example of it. I engage in the culture a lot. I love Thai people, but I'm still trying to learn Thai. I'm not very good at it. I feel like I know Chinese, Spanish, English. I can't fit any more languages in. Like I'm
That's
too
a lot.
old now. But I still try to do my best. And Thai people are so welcoming, it's very easy to get by without learning Thai. But there's aspects of the Thai culture that some people just completely ignore and don't like, and they come here and live here and try to enjoy the benefits of living in Thailand without accepting,
Integrating.
everything about it.
And
Like,
I joke with my girlfriend. We always say like "mai shol phalang," which is like we don't like foreigners, and I am a foreigner myself. But I just see so many foreigners here that, like you said, they come to Thailand to reap the benefits of Thailand.
Right.
They don't come to Thailand to adapt to the social etiquette here. Social etiquette in Thailand is vastly different than social etiquette in America, where speakerphones everywhere, bump into you, trash on the floor, f you, f this. We are loud and in your face, and Thai people are way more reserved. I go on BTS, quiet. Because it's kind of rude to talk and have conversations when there's people around you who are getting off of work, whatever. Thai culture is very non-disturbing.
right.
And American culture is the exact opposite. And for the people that come here and bring those social etiquettes and expect like Thailand to adapt to them, it's like, no, motherfucker, that's not how it works. You're in somebody else's house, learn how to speak the language, adapt to the culture, and I just see that a lot in Thailand. That's
Hey.
the one thing that I dislike about Thailand is all the foreigners. and who am I to say, because I'm a foreigner myself, but I'm doing my best.
Bit of a catch-22 there.
And catch-22 indeed.
Well, anyways, I agree with most of what you said. As a foreigner in Thailand, please let me stay. Yeah. Anyways, man, it's been a fantastic talk. I wanted to ask you, what's your plans for the future? What are you
Future
thinking?
plans are the Dinny Skip brand has shifted. And I have always been visually focused. I still am visually focused, but music videos and content, doing a little tour in a little van around America. That's just, I see so many bands in New Orleans do that. I'm like, that's just not how it is anymore. And with this whole global, dipping my toes into the global sphere, it's like, I love doing music videos and I love traveling. I'm sure there's many people doing it. I don't know anyone that is traveling the globe, learning a bit of the language, collabing with a local artist and shooting a music video there. So it's like, all right, I'm coming back to Thailand in May. I linked up with an artist in Laos. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to Laos in May and doing a music video. I'm going to Japan in July. I'm gonna do a music video in Japan. So it's kind of like I'm going global, baby. We're going global.
Hitting that Connor Price vibe. I love it, bro. Like,
yeah. He's the only other guy that I know that's doing it, but he just does. He stays in Canada, I believe, and just collabs over the internet. He doesn't like travel to those places, learn the language, and do a music video there. So that's where I could step in and view an untapped market.
Just got called out, Connor. But
no, nothing. Connor's awesome.
He's a great guy, man.
He's
and again, it's engaging with the world, man. Like, I think that's the important thing that you're doing, and I love to see it, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, anyways,
Are we here?
We're here, Denny.
Dude, thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
I'm honored to be the first guest on Thaiger Tuk Tuk Talks.
My pleasure, man. Yeah, guys, that has been the very first ever Thaiger Tuk Tuk Talks with my man, Dinny Skip. Now, we're getting ready to go in and see a show.
Let's get ready.
Let's do it. Hit it, bro.
Do it.